She thinks it's Fox.
I don't like how we can hear ourselves. Oh.
Okay, and welcome to the NAB AFLW Under-18s here from City Mazda Stadium. We've got the Northern Territory versus Tasmania. My name's Julia Price, and I'm joined today by Shiloh Curtis, AFL Women's Commentator, former All-Australian and Footy Administrator, and also Ebony Marinoff, AFL Premiership player with the Crows this year. Welcome, ladies.
Terrific to be here, and again, the sun is shining. I've loved being in Adelaide this weekend, away from the cold of Melbourne, so fantastic work, Adelaide, to put a wonderful weekend on for us commentators.
Absolutely. Now, both teams have already had a game this weekend. Very quickly before we jump in there, NT, players to watch today, Ebony.
We've got Danielle Ponta. She's obviously been in the system for a while, and also keep your eye on Boyd and Maureen.
Fantastic. And Tasmania, Shiloh?
Look, for me, Bannister and Hallaby have been the standouts on Friday night, so we'll see if they can do the work again today.
Fantastic. Maureen straight up with the tap. Knocking it down, continuing her good work from last night at the Adelaide Oval in their big loss to South Australia. Ball in contest. Can't get it out. Clearing it out was Williams from NT. Pops it on the boot. Trying to clear it out of that centre square. Can't hold the mark. It's Tasmania. Ball again on the ground. Good defensive pressure by King. Clearing out the far side. Pops it on the boot. Doesn't quite get the purchase on it that she wanted. Ball still on the ground. Pops it out the back. Try to clear it. Good defensive work again. And that's Libby Haynes. Gets on the boot. Tries to clear it straight down the middle of the field. Good work from Chloe Haynes and his twin sister.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Ball on the ground. Great bump. Amy Hallaby. She was good the other day, Shiloh.
Well, it was Calista Boyd for NT just then there, and she's been terrific.
Down into the forward line. Trying to clear it backwards, trying to find some room. Taps off the ground. The umpire's holding the ball, and it'll be a free to the Northern Territory to see if they can score through. That's Mungatopi. She was really good the other day as well.
Yeah, I really liked her work when they went forward. They didn't get much opportunity, obviously, but, she shows a fair bit, so it's good to have her shot on goal now.
Just has the legs, and that's the first score for the NT, and they've got off to a great start through Michaelina Mungatopi.
Terrific effort there. Again, what we want to see from the NT girls is just a lot more hardness at the contest, and also hardness with their bodies. We talked about that yesterday in the first half. They were a bit sort of gentle around the play, so it's great to see them start like that straight up. Just note Stephanie Williams, the number 16 here for NT. She got that clean takeaway out of the middle. Youngest player on the NT list, just a late call-up. She's only 15, but I really liked her pace to clear the contest at the opening bounce there.
So Taylor just misses it, gets the tap on, runs on to it. Tasmania, try to clear it out. That's Hallaby again with the ball. Good body work from NT, trying to be physical. Drag down, just gets away with it. She's trying to claim the mark, and that's the play on it. Certainly hasn't gone far enough. That was Lauren Stevenson. Ball still in dispute, clearing out Stevenson again. Little handball back inside. Tries to clear it out into this wing.
Combo!
Good pressure. That's Calista Boyd, as mentioned by Ebony Marinoff before, as one of the stars and players to watch. Here comes Ponta. Goes inside, swings around beautifully and chips it to a player. I don't think she's going to be able to get there on the full.
Great vision there by Ponta. She knew that player was out there on her own, and she just worked really hard to get her some space and kick it to advantage.
Back inside 50, can't be controlled. Webb now got the ball. Pushes out to the far wing, can't find a target. There's a lot of contact and not a lot of ball handling at the moment. Far wing again, switch inside, great smother off the foot. Trying to tap it out, well done, that was Arthurina Marine. Webb again, switching it back inside, can't control it, NT, they're off, they've got a little bit of a break. This is Calista Boyd again. Top of the 50. A little bit of holding, but not paid. Mungatopi again. Trying to force it forward. Toed off the ground. Good work from NT. Back inside to Youngapingu. And Tasmania try to settle it through Ebony Barringer in the back line. Crossfield. Looking for Mia King in Tasmania. Tries to clear it again to that open wing. Running onto the ball beautifully. Tries to have a bounce. That's Stephanie Williams again. And umpire's called. Holding the ball there. Free to Tasmania. And that'll be one of the Haynes twins. That's Chloe, I think. No, Libby.
It was a bit unfortunate for Stephanie Webb there. It was almost, when that tackle was over the shoulder, obviously umpire couldn't see it. But again, Williams looks good.
She does. Marine, little snap over the shoulder. She's been lively. And here we have Mia King again. Good position in front, can't hold the mark. Driving it back down the wing again is Hallaby. Can't take the mark. Bannister's in there. She's another player to watch for Tasmania. Hasn't had a lot of the ball yet. That was Mayo, Indra Mayo, and a good mark by Bella Clark. Finds a spare player. Good smart play from Tasmania. Bannister again, switches it out wide, further to a teammate, and Jenna Farrow.
Terrific vision there by Bannister to know that a teammate was running out loose on the wing.
Absolutely. Oh, it's a little high. Umpires called it straight away.
Well, Ebbs, this is better from Tasmania. They're working harder to give themselves a bit of freedom out of the congestion or the pressure of the NT girls.
No one can pick it up cleanly. It's towed off the ground by Maddie Galt from the Territory, and the free's been found.
Yeah, good to see Tasmania just pushing back there, waiting for a lead up forward. Hopefully get a mark here. Oh.
Can't hold that. Pops out the back. DeVerne can't take it cleanly. Still on. Webb tries to drive it forward. Might be able to sneak it through. Just holds up on the... just outside the centre, the goal square. Oh, and Elise Barwick wheels around and kicks the first goal for Tasmania.
Well, Elise Barwick, we know she's pretty new to football, hasn't played a lot of football, but, she did all the right things then too. She won the ground ball, kept her feet unlike her opponent, and then when she knew where the goals were, she straightened up and she dropped the ball beautifully and got that lovely goal straight through the middle there. So often, Ebbs, when you see the goals in front of you, you sort of freak out a little bit. You just want to kick the goal and you forget about technique. But, for someone who's played very few games of football, it was a really good process.
Yeah, definitely steadied up. And I thought the Tassie girls did really well there to work the forward out and give her the space to get that goal there.
So 1 goal apiece now. Working hard, Tasmania driving it forward again. Looking for their second goal. They've only had 1 goal this carnival so far through Zoe Knight in the first game against South Australia. Here we have Chloe Haynes now. Trying to work hard. Can't pick it up. Good to see the girls trying to pick it off the ground. Good hands from Kiara White. Again, Hallaby again getting some good numbers. Over the back, chipped perfectly and well weighted straight over the head of Parentata Mary, who was outstanding in defence the other day.
She just sort of she ran underneath that. She did attack the contest then, but just misread the flight of the ball and gave her Tasmania opponent easy opportunity in Courtney Webb.
And Courtney Webb's a good kick. I'll never hear the end of that if she kicks it. Fortunately, she plays in our cricket programs in Tasmania as well. Good sports person. So Webb with the second goal of the match to Tasmania.
Good to see reward for effort from the Tassie forward girls there, giving each other space, and good goal by the girls.
Interesting, they've moved Webb off the ball today. She was played through the midfield. And now she's obviously pushed into the forward line. So the change of tactics for the Tasmanian team.
Yeah, they probably want a little bit, some neater finish in front of goal too, the Tasmanians. And we saw just the foot skills there of Webb. And, if you can finish well, then you just got to find the football then and hopefully it comes off. So a bit of a tactical move and it's working for the Tasmanians so far.
Changing ruck as well. Holly Ryan's come in for Tasmania. Working, pushing it forward again. Relentless. And that's DeVerne again, clearing it for the NT out to the far side. Good run on from Northern Territory. Doesn't quite get the kick away. Tasmania leading in front with Jenna Farrow. And Gain snaps it again. Finds her player.
Bannister's on here.
Bannister absolutely is on. She hasn't played on quickly. She's trying to find a player. Drives it forward again. Just outside the 50 to her teammate in Camilla Taylor. There's Webb again, the goal scorer. Taps it forward. Needs to pick it up. A little bit lazy there. To Chloe Haynes, trying to find a teammate. And there's been a free kick
Good to see the Tassie girls getting in front, giving each other first use of the ball in the forward line.
And we saw that yesterday with the NT. You know, when they played in front, they were able to piece together really nice passages of play. And you know, if you have front spot and you're really proactive, then you're going to generally win the ball. And as we just saw there from Courtney Webb, you know, holding her space, you know, she called for the opportunity for the ball, showed some initiative, demanded the ball, and great discipline from her teammate, not to just blaze away a goal, but actually look inboard and find Webb, who now has got this great shot on goal.
So Webb pushes it right, just for a behind. And that takes out the score to 2 goals, 1-13 to 1 goal straight, Northern Territory. Hits the target in Boyd.
Boyd's had a bit of it this quarter, which is good to see. One to watch.
Good effort there from Antigua, but big numbers from Tasmania. Getting around the ball on this near wing. Player own, wheels around. That was Rusker. It's Lauren Stevenson trying to tap it ahead. Can't quite get a hand on it. A lot of congestion around the ball. Little handball back straight to an opposition player in Karanua.
Tassie having numbers back there, being able to get it ball out on the 50 here.
Maureen keeps it in beautifully, can't quite control it though. Boyd's in there. All the big names for the NT.
I guess one of the things I'd like to see the players do a bit more is when they get to the football first, I want them to get their hands on the ball, just actually grasp the ball rather than tap it into advantage. Or, you know, I think you're playing low percentage football there, so just get the ball in your hand so you can do something with it.
Good snap from Bannister, but just finds Kentilla from the Northern Territory on her own. Good bump, great work, body work from Georgia Hill there from Tasmania. Driving it forward, trying to clear it out. Run down by, just gets a little hand on it, but the umpire's going to pay the tackle and reward the Tasmanian player in. That's Rodman, Shaylee Rodman, who's come into the game. She didn't play the other day, so good to see her in there. Lays it up, nearly gets the exact weight of the ball right to Camilla Taylor, but a free kick's been found, gone to the Northern Territory.
Good pressure by the NT girls there with the defensive pressure.
Tried to clear it out, hasn't hit a target. This is dangerous. Webb with Bannister, a little bit high, play on, says the umpire, towed off the ground.
Handy combination to have in the forward line, isn't it? You know, Webb and Bannister, and they're working really hard. It's almost like having Jones and Shear in the forward line for South Australia. So good that they've been able to orchestrate that combination there.
Absolutely. I think Webb probably needs to pick it up. She's a lot of kicking off the ground, and I think that would actually benefit them a lot more so if she had it in hand. Good boundary throw in. In dispute. Maureen in there. Ball's tied up, and it'll be another ball up, about 30 out from Tasmania's goals. With, I think we've pretty much had our 15 minutes. I'm not sure, no siren yet. Oh, 4 minutes to go. Thank you, Charlene. Little snap, and great kick there from Chloe Haynes, I believe that was. Good to see she just went for it, didn't think about it, saw the goals, took the opportunity.
Chloe Haynes, one of two sisters in the team. They're twins. So Chloe Haynes is, they're from Wynyard. They call it the Draftlands down there in Tasmania. But they're both, her and her sister Libby, are elite basketballers, both key position sort of midfield type players. But, you know, new players to the game have come over from basketball and combining both sports. And I guess you'd know all about that, Ebbs, having spent the summer playing with Erin. So great to see some more basketball talent in the game.
You definitely complements football, that's for sure.
So good work there by Kenny. Bends down, picks it up. Good control. Oh, they've spoiled each other there. The girls are too keen to get to it. Bannister, she's quick. Can't get the kick away, though. Little handball from the Tasmanians at the top of the 50. Nice hands. Great work. And a good tackle there on Kenny.
Great pressure
by
Boyd. She's been amazing in this competition. Just her work rate to impact the contest and win the football back's just fantastic.
Probably not the smartest kick, 2-on-1 there. That's a throw. And that'll be a free to Tasmania. Great work to Northern Territory. Great work by Maddie Galt there. Good pressure.
Great call there, Julia. That'll be a free.
Sorry about that.
Don't be sorry.
So good work there. Good fist in there by Stephanie Williams. Tried to drive it forward. Good pressure again. Zoe Knight can't get the ball away cleanly. Great, absolutely beautiful handball over the top to Breed. She unfortunately finds a Tasmanian player in Farrow.
And I guess it's decisions that you make like that around your foot skills when you feel like you're under pressure or you're very new, you don't have lots of experience. Your composure becomes so important. And we know a lot of these NT girls, I think there's 20 on the list that are playing in this competition for the first time. So composure is such an asset, and you only get that through experience. And many more of the NT players, the Tasmanian players have been here before. So these competitions, that's what this competition's about. Lots of experience and developing your composure and your awareness in the game.
Absolutely. Haynes a little bit aggressive there in the tackle on Kent Diller and gives away the free kick in the back. Driving it forward again. Tasmania, Webb, been pushing it forward straight down the throat of an NT player there on the far side of the field. Can't quite see who that is. Straight through the hands on Farrow. And there's the siren. At the end of the first quarter, we have Tasmania leading 3 goals, 1-19 to Northern Territories, 1 goal straight, with Barwick, Webb and Chloe Haynes all kicking goals for Tasmania, and Mungatopi 1 for the Northern Territory. We'll be back in 5 minutes with the second quarter for the NAB AFLW Under-18s Carnival. And we're back for the second quarter of the NAB AFLW Under-18s here from City Mazda Stadium in Adelaide. We currently have Tasmania leading 3 goals, 1-19 to Northern Territory's 1 goal straight. Highlights for you so far, Charlotte?
Oh, look, the work of the Tasmanian girls, really their propulsion forward from the midfield, their ability to win the midfield stoppages, and then how they're structuring up in the forward line are a lot cleaner, a lot more open today, and they're getting some good reward as a result.
Looks like we've got a change in the ruck for the Territory. Camilla Taylor to continue for Tasmania. Nope, that's still Maureen. She's doing a great job out there. Absolute workhorse, and there she is again. Gets up and under it. Got to play on. It's not going to be paid. It's play on. I've been umpiring well today. That's Stevenson again. Driving it forward. Good boot inside 50, Tasmania. That's going to be a free as well. And that's 14. That was Purintata Mary.
That was a little give there from Chloe Haynes. Just the awareness to when you got the ball, knowing you've got someone running past you, and that little quick give that kept the football moving nice and quickly, getting that inside 50.
Great entry there by the Tassie girls. Reward.
And good positioning by Courtney Webb to get that front position, which probably caused the free. So she's got a good technique. Sat back a little bit on that. And it's going to be a throw in. Just hits the outside post on the bounce.
Purintata Mary today is just not... She's trailing a little bit on her forward player, and Courtney Webb is really benefiting from that. She gave away that free kick because she just gave her opponent far too much space in front of her. So she's got to be a little bit disciplined and less reactive to her opponent.
Okay, can't pick up the ball cleanly. Boyd, there she is again. That's Janet Baird. A little bit quiet, was really good the other night. A little bit quiet, that just off the side of the boot, and that's going to be out in the full.
Would like to see just some composure there from Danielle Ponta, just whacking on the boot, but need the NT girls giving her a target to hit up.
So this is Sutcliffe, bring the ball back in. Goes for numbers, top of the square. Haynes can't take it cleanly. Player held, Tasmania clearing it, and it's going to be a free to the Territory.
Great call there, Danielle Ponta just getting held up there.
Plays on pretty quickly, spots a couple of players free, can't take the ball cleanly. Williams, she's been good today. Gets a free.
She does something every time she gets the ball. I really like her, and she's only 15, so she'll play in this team for another 3 years. What a find for the NT.
She's got good size as well. Out
Absolutely.
the back. Oh, couldn't quite take the grab. That would have been great from Breed. Ball on the ground. Try to clear it out. That's back to Stevenson. She's had some good possessions today. Good little handball. Skinner. Smooth as fudge, apparently, she tells me.
Knight there could have just taken that herself, just put a teammate under pressure there.
Maureen gets the hand on it, taps it down to Stevenson again, pops it on the left boot. Overrun by King. Oh, cleans up, and a good little handball off from the Territory to her teammate in Ponta. Drives it forward again. Little handball to herself. Great work.
Jessie Brock, well done, and great pass there to Worrell Pinney. Worrell Pinney, the tallest player in the NT team. Terrific work, but really the work started over here with Danielle Ponta putting the afterburners on and taking the game on a little bit, which we want to see a bit more from her. So terrific work there from Ponta to set up this forward 50 entry, and they've got a shot on goal.
We're going to have to kick this from about 40 out, so it's probably maximum for her. Good looking little kick, but just a little short, I think. Touched on the line. 3 for a behind.
And I guess that's one of the things in female footy, Ebbs, too. You know, it's even at AFLW. You know, legitimate shots on goal really are inside 30s, aren't they? They're the gold. If you can take a mark inside 30 rather than inside 40, 45, then you know you've got a chance. But I think sometimes we're a bit optimistic, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. And I think some of the girls back themselves in probably more than what they should have, just because of the pressure of the defence in AFLW.
Stevenson to Bannister. Intercepted by her own player in Holly Ryan. Not sure if that's helped the play. Unfortunately, held it up top of the 50.
And Holly Ryan, one of 2 19-year-olds given special dispensation to play in this competition for Tasmania. So great to see both her and Manjerovic being given another opportunity to showcase their abilities.
That's Ryan in the ruck there. Trying to drive it forward. Pops it on the boot. Is Ruska. Can't clear it out. Little mishandle there from Zoe Knight. Chips it back on the boot. Good fist in there. by Libby Haynes. Onto this far wing. Oh, overrun. Nearly regathers is Sutcliffe from Tasmania. Here she is again. Fighting hard. Good skills. Great work from Ponta. Runs past her. Gets a bad bounce. Sutcliffe again. Good little handball straight to the player of Galt in Northern Territory.
They've got the numbers here if they win the football.
Galt again. Pops it a little bit. Tries to go over the head of the Tasmanian defender.
Great
Wheels
defensive
around.
pressure by the Tassie girls there, being able to get that out clearly.
Good position again by the Northern Territory, getting in front. They learnt that last night. As soon as they got in front of the South Australians, it made it very difficult for them to score, and they've learnt that today. How does it go backing up after a game like that last night?
It certainly takes a bit out of you, especially if you haven't played a lot of football at the start of the football season where you're still working in your match fitness. And particularly, the NT girls have just come off their summer season, or their season, which is played over summer, but the Tasmania girls would have played very few games this year so far.
Body soreness would be kicking in.
That's Barringer. Out to Stevenson again. She's had some good possessions, racking them up. Can't quite hit a target in Mannix Jeeves.
Lucky to not give away a free kick then, but great intent.
She's done very well. Galt again, driving it forward. Oh, gets a bad bounce.
Great kick to advantage, though. The intent was right there.
Clearing it out the back.
Tasmania got good numbers.
That was Waller Penny, I think, having a shot on goal. Good attack by the Northern Territorians.
NT girls just found themselves not having a leading up forward. They were all around the ball, very congested. So if they can work the forward line a little bit better, they might be able to get a score opportunity.
Okay, good kick out there. Taken by Manjerovic, another senior player in the team.
So 5th time at these championships. She started with the Vic Country team for 1 year when we had a hybrid Vic Country Tasmanian team, and spent the last 4 years now playing for Tasmania.
And that's Palapamini evading some tackles out the far wing. The turnover though, good work from the Tasmanians.
They're out here.
Good lead up the ground, gets a bad bounce. Handballs it off to Alicia Healy.
Ponto 2-1 situation.
Well, it's disappointing from NT not to get a goal on there. They'd done all the work and they made it really hard for the Tasmanians to get the ball forward. But now that they have, they do look dangerous when they go forward, the Tasmanians.
So that was Kalani Mori, which is the Kiwi player.
Correct. Was the 2016 New Zealand Player of the Year.
Great to have her over here. You've done a lot of work with the youth teams in the past, Shiloh, with the New Zealanders.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunity over there. There's some really great athletes there, and they love the game, and certainly their physicality is super. Their agility is wonderful because they bring it from rugby, and they've got great hands. They can catch it beautifully, and the kicking skills aren't too dissimilar. So there's just a bit of refinement there and a bit more game awareness. But they've got lots of endeavour and very enthusiastic about our game.
And a bit of danger here for Northern Territory. Camilla Taylor with a little handball over the top and a little shot on goal has just missed to the right. So from behind for Tasmania to take the score, 3 goals to 20 to 1 goal to 8 for the Northern Territory. Ponta puts on the boot. She's got a good kick, but Bannister's read that beautifully. Just managed to squeeze in front. Northern Territory both pushing back.
Great read off the play there by Bannister.
So Parentata Mary to Ponta, pops it over the top to her teammate in Deverne.
You can see the NT girls are really exciting when they take the game on and use their pace.
Great body work by Williams there, and almost comes up with the ball as well.
That's Zoe Knight.
Again, that's a third effort there by Williams. Terrific young player.
Oh. Good call there by the umpire, just around on the shoulder.
Good position again. That's Maureen. Gets in front, holds her feet. Tasmania come up with it. Galt again. She's earning little, but she's had a few good possessions so far.
Little people are good, Jules.
Good position in front. Got to take those marks. Particularly of someone of the standard of Georgia Hill. Driving forward again. Little handball over the top to Webb. Can't control it. Good bump.
Good
great body work. Absolutely. That's Abbott and Webb. Webb snaps it on the boot. Running on. And just touched over the line.
We need to see the NT defence being a little bit more proactive. At the moment, they're reactive to the opposition and they trail far too much and give the Tasmanian forwards far too much space. So a bit more discipline from them and also a bit more proactivity.
Purintata Mary to her teammate in Deverne. She goes out into the wing trying to find Boyd. Can't hit a target. Good work from Boyd there. Picking it up, try to clear it out. Hasn't looked backwards. Great work from, and snaps it on the boot really quickly, Boyd. Great job. No one back though. Ryan missing it, running past it. Hallaby also running past it, and here's Ryan again.
Would be good to see the NT girls just getting in front, giving their users first use, and Boyd's got it again, coming down to the 50.
I actually don't think Hallaby knows which foot she can kick with because she's so proficient with both. And not Hallaby, I should say Boyd.
Oh, straight through the hands of Webb. Unfortunately falls into the hands of Tate Turvey. Gets it downfield. Good work from Haynes. And good pressure from the Northern Territorian. Back to Webb. Looking inside, trying to find Bannister.
Strong hands there. I reckon she's just about at her range, so it'd be good to see one of the Tassie girls just give her a leading up option. Looks like she's going to take the goal.
And Camilla Taylor, nice tall Tasmanian player, right on the line there for that ball if it drops short.
Dangerously gets rushed through. Good effort, just out of her range. Little play on by the Northern Territory, takes a bounce, steps inside.
I love the casualness of it. It's fantastic. Makes it look easy.
Great chase down by Tasmania, but just gets the handball away. Looks inside. Oh, that's lost the ball. That was
beautiful hand pass.
Great run and carry down the wing here by the NT girls, just lacking probably a target to hit up.
And that was Mayo. Can't play on from there. It'll have to go back.
It was a really good passage of play by the NT girls, though. I love the fact that they were really positive. They got the ball moving nice and quickly. The Tasmanians were caught a bit unawares there, a bit of sleep after the behind, and they got the ball forward. Terrific work by the Territorians.
So Hallaby out to Manjurovic, who then plays on quickly to a teammate. Down the far wing, and they're just about back inside 50 there. But good work from the Northern Territory player in Alicia Healy.
It's definitely exciting when the NT girls take the game on. They're on here just down the wing, just running on to find a target over with Ponta over there.
Good position in front. Looks like Purintata Mary's pushed downfield. Good pressure again, Northern Territory. Great work from Tasmania to turn it around again. Probably just rushed that kick a little and gave it to Janet Baird, the captain from Northern Territory. It's sort of a little bit back and forward at the moment. So that is Mattia Breed, trying to slow things down a little bit, get a bit more control. Hit a target, doesn't help at all. A little handball off from Tasmania.
Disappointing she turned her back on the play then, because when the Territorians move fast and play on quickly, they get opportunities and they get metres gained. So disappointing she did that. She sort of slowed the momentum down of them.
Marina, a beautiful one-handed pickup. That was outstanding. Very excited.
She's been the standout for the NT team today. She's in the air doing the ball in the ruck. She's down at ground level. That beautiful pick up there off the ground. She's probably been their best so far.
Just quietly rucked all last night as well. I don't think she was off for a second. So she's backed up very well.
Oh, pushed by Boyd there.
Bad luck. And Boyd had done all the work there. She sort of slipped around the back and no one knew she was there. And she was calling for the ball. They were trying to get it to her, but it just dropped a bit short. So smart play there by Boyd, but unfortunate to give away the free kick.
Second and third ethics here, though. Sensational here by Boyd. Good body work.
So Jessie Brock gets it back inside, finds the Lauren Stevenson. She's been great. Runs on, tries to take on the player, can't get past.
Well done by Ponta there. She read that so well. Watched her opponent's hips and attacked at the right time and was able to pin her for holding the ball. Again, up on 40 metres though, she should be looking to pass it off.
Here's that little top of the square. She gets to. A little bit over the top. Running around out the back. Finds Stevenson. She calms things down. Put the hand up. Nice and calm. She's slowing things down again. She seems to have a pretty good head on her shoulder. Great work there from Webb coming into spoil. Put some more pressure on Northern Territory.
Just finding that NT are lacking a target in the forward 50. Had a lot of forward inside 50s, but just lacking that target.
Trying to clear it out through dangerous area. Ooh. Just manages to get the kick away. So at the end of the first half, we have Tasmania leading 3 goals 4-22 to Northern Territories. 1 goal 2-8 with the goal scorers of Barwick, Webb and Chloe Haynes for Tasmania and Munga Topi for the Northern Territory. Highlights, Ebony, from the first half for you?
Really exciting from the Tassie girls. You know, liking their body work around the contest, getting their hands. Would like to see them probably pick up the ball a little bit cleaner, but NT just need to probably get in front a bit more and give each other first use of the ball instead of putting each other under pressure. Would like to see Danielle Ponto a little bit more lively in the second half. Probably just trailing behind a little bit. Just needs to get herself in the game.
Absolutely. And with the Allies team being selected from this game, Shiloh, it's a exciting time for these girls. They've still got to, whether they win or lose this game, there's still opportunities that they could be drafted or actually go into the Allies game to be further drafted in the future.
Well, absolutely. The whole focus of this whole championships has changed. You know, it used to be a national championships, obviously started back in 2010, and now it's a development program because we have the AFLW, and it's very much, I mean, the structure the girls have to play in now is almost the same as what the boys have in lots of ways. So, you know, the process is now about showcasing best talent, develop your skills, develop your ability, let the world know what you're about. And coaches coaching to that way as well, not coaching for scoreboard outcomes. So whilst, you know, we've got some scoreboard, you know, like last night it was a big result. For those NT girls and for the Tassie girls as well, today it's about showcasing what you're about as an athlete. And, you know, you might be 15, 16 and letting the people know what you might be like in the future. Or for those top age girls like Danielle Ponte, you know, refining those last bits of your game so that potentially the Adelaide Crows come knocking come November. Yeah, definitely. I guess it's exciting that Airlies is going to be an opportunity for these girls to showcase their skills and go away and play against some of the best given Vic Country and Vic Metro and WA and Queensland. I wasn't lucky enough to actually have the opportunity to play against them being in Pool B, but I guess when you put the best of the best together, they'll probably have a good opportunity to, you know, match some of the best, you know, given Maddie's Pez Parkins and Monique Conti, and you got a few good Queenslanders coming up with Tani White and Tori, so that will be exciting for those girls to get the opportunity to play against them, because back in schoolgirls that was an opportunity in under 15s, but I guess for us NT girls and South Australians, we haven't had that opportunity at youth girls levels to go and play on the best. Absolutely, and I think the other thing around that is for recruiters, remember the boys also have this Allies concept as well, and the idea around the Allies is to be able to get those players from, say, a Pool B or a Division 2 standard of football, to get them playing up with and against the best, so that when a recruiter comes knocking, they know what that player can do at the next level up or against a more experienced or, you know, a more developed opposition. So, you know, that's what Ponta needs to be showing, and Bannister and the like, that, you know, I can match it with those players at that level. Put me in that team, give me the opportunity so I can show you what I can do against an Isabel Huntington or a Monique Conti or a, you know, a Clark or whatever. So, yeah, it's a terrific concept, and it's new to this championships, and hopefully for the girls, you know, sort of their thinking has sort of shifted a little bit, that, you know, this is not about scoreboard, so I need to be able to showcase my whole package as a player. Yeah, definitely. And I think with AFLW coming along, you know, these championships, like you said, they've got a different concept to it, and you really want to perform in different areas and put different strings to your bow if that means you're playing forward and midfield. And I guess this championships with this year gives them that opportunity, so hopefully they do well and look at it from a different perspective, that it's just only going to better them and give them best chance to get drafted at the end of the year for those top ages. Absolutely. It's just going to be a learning experience for them, and the other thing they get out of it is different coaches, they potentially might get selected out of their position, so they get different opportunities, and it's just a constant learning experience for them. So they're going to be better footballers after this, I believe. But we'll be back in about 8 minutes' time for the second half of Tasmania versus Northern Territory. Tasmania currently leading 3 goals 4-22 to Northern Territory's 1-8.
And we're back for the second half of the NAB AFLW Under-18s game between the Northern Territory and Tasmania. Currently, Tasmania leading 3 goals for 22 to the Northern Territory's 1 goal to 8. Ball up again. Beautifully tapped down, straight to the teammate in King.
Strong hands there. Great delivery as well.
Tasmania straight to Webb. Hands it back, doesn't hit a target. Haynes can't take it. Driving it up and under, won't be far enough. That's Barwick. Tries to clear it, can't get it further into her 50. Snap very quickly, but they've got some Northern Territory defenders back. Pushes it out wide. Looking for Calista Boyd. She's been good today.
So strong off the body there by Boyd. Ponta just needed to keep her feet there in the contest.
I think often the NT girls have a bit of space in front of them, and their trick is their run and carry, and I think they just sometimes don't get the decision right about when they should run and carry and when they don't. And if they did...
Good down, so Bannister drives it forward. Spots a... NT have spotted their teammate in Deverne, trying to get it out.
Takes the game on. Ponta just needed to get in front there.
Great position from King there. Just lost her feet. He's chewed up a little bit of time, enough time for the Northern Territory to get back in defence. Just chipped it over the top. Probably should have, and a good work from Pirantata Mary. Probably could have hit it a little lower and harder, but she finds her teammate in Ponta out in the wing. Looks downfield. Just over the head of her teammate, but it lands fortuitously in Shanika Abbott's hands. Little handball inside, well done from Jessie Brock. Can't clear it, and they push it back onto this near wing. Tasmania run onto it, big hit, well done. King hits the ground. Another little shoulder from Haynes. Can't clear it out. That was Mayo.
I would have liked Haynes to have kept her feet there rather than go to ground, because if she was able to win that ball first, and she was out.
So he punched forward by Wallapini. Ponta tries to run through. Stevenson again to Webb. Quick turn, snaps it on the foot. Redwell by Deverne. Pops it down the line. Little hands in the back, not paid. That's still on the wing. Abbott again. Little snap from Mungatopi. Well kept in front. Great work there from Holly Ryan.
Great tackle there by Boyd.
Bit of pressure, trying to find Sutcliffe.
Has the repeated efforts there by Boyd. Just that work. She just wants to impact the contest.
Second and third efforts have been amazing all day.
Tasmania managed to break free. Spots Stevenson on her own. Good work there from Tasmania. Very calm and controlled under pressure. Position-wise, Wallapini in front has the height. Good below the knees. Well run on. Galt again. Chips it forward. Good position. NT playing in front now. Just gets a bad bounce.
Clean pick up by Ponta there.
Got to keep her feet here. Good girl. Well done.
Unfortunately, straight down the throat of the Tasmanian. Wallapini in front again of Webb.
Great effort, second and third effort there by Webb getting the ball.
Doesn't quite come off cleanly off the boot. And here's Barwick. Puts it up high, gives her team plenty of time to get underneath it. We've got one of the NT players down here just on the wing. Now at the top of the 50.
It's Joelle Cantella who's down at the moment. She's up. Just a big hit, I think, on her knee going into the ground. She's okay. Yeah.
Great use of the handball here by the Tassie girls. Hopefully hit up target.
That's a beautiful kick from Webb. Oh, hasn't been put through though by a teammate, and that will do. And towed off the ground. Didn't quite have the legs.
Unselfishness at the start, but a reward for that great play by the Tassie girls with a goal.
Well, again, just far too easy, that transition from, you know, the Tasmanian backline into the NT backline into the Tasmanian forward line. You know, they've got to work a little bit harder through the middle of the ground once they get sort of, you know, behind the centre circle, the Territorians. So tough at the moment, but they've just got to be more disciplined with their structure and more disciplined at creating the one-on-one so they can win them, because they can win those one-on-ones when they create them.
So over the ball, try to clear it out. NT down to their 50. Little inside ball there from Younger Pingu, but it's turned over. Stevenson again, she's been great. Bannister, been quiet, but always effective. Back inside, dangerous. A little bit too much height on that. That was Kenny, got cleaned up by the Northern Territory player.
Kerenua, I've liked some of her defensive work this weekend.
And Kenny's got the free. Good lead up. Can't quite get front position. That's Hill. Can't maintain it.
Great one-on-one contest there by the girls.
Ball in dispute.
What I'm liking about Tasmania's ball movement, sorry, Jules, is just they've got purpose about when they take a mark and they sit back and they reset, get quick feedback, get good separation, they weigh up their targets and they try to execute with purpose rather than just bombing it on the boot. Terrific composure from them.
Great work there from Farrow. Runs out of the pack and puts it on the left boot to drive it forward again. This is Kenny again after that hit. Recovered well to Hallaby. Around the outside. And that was Bannister again with that speed that she's renowned for. Little handball up to a teammate and Tate Turvey. Wheeling round. Got to get rid of it. Play on, says the umpire. It's going to be picked up by Weir, but not given the free for in the back. Over the ball, straightening herself up is Maury. This is the New Zealand player. Well done by the NT. Purintada Mary again, driving downfield. Misses a teammate in Ruska on the far wing. Steps back inside. Can't clear it. Arthur, Arena, continuing. Drives it inside 50.
Here in their 50. Just didn't quite have the target there.
No, Manjerovic using all that experience, cleaning up Hallaby. Solid. Pushes back quickly. Spots Bannister on the far wing.
And it's just this transition from offence to defence that lets the Territorians down.
So Hill straight down the throat.
Boyd having it again, using her speed. Just no option there.
The other thing what we're seeing from some of the players is as soon as they good intent there by Steph Williams and make sure her teammate's all right. But what they often do is as soon as they're going for a run, they take a bounce within 3 steps and tell everyone that you're actually going for a run when you don't actually need to. So like to see them just run and carry a bit more without actually having that bounce.
Gets under it a little bit on the far side of the ground, but maintains her feet. Well done, Eliza Ware.
Keep her feet there. NT girls are now on. Just need a target to hit up inside 50. Keep their feet.
Far side of the field, 2-on-1 for Tasmania. This is Mannix Jeeves.
Bannister just needed to shepherd there.
Help a teammate out. Finds a teammate should have taken that. That was Hill again. Looking for a teammate in Tate Turvey. Little handball, finding Ryan. Ball still on the ground. Great work from Maureen. She's been great.
That was terrific work from her to keep her feet. She used her body, positioned herself well so she could win the ball once she disposed of her opponent and won the footy. And good disposal after she won the footy.
And for a tall, she does really well below the knees.
She's been outstanding.
We found keeping your feet in AFLW was really crucial. You know, if you drop your feet, you were out of the contest, and there was lots of numbers. So keeping your feet in the women's game is really important these days.
It's Healy taking a good grab at the back, gets it to her teammate in Janet Baird, captain of the team. Can't hold it out in the far wing. That was another thing I think we noticed from AFLW is as soon as you actually hit targets, you'd move the ball so much quicker.
Yeah, flowed so much better. And, you know, when you look back at the footage, you realise that if you had those targets to hit up, your ball movement was a lot cleaner and looked a lot better as well.
Absolutely. Good grab Out on the far side. Pushing it down the wing, a little bit big, overcooked. Tasmania come up with it still, though. Looking for a teammate in Tate Turvey. Good work from Holly Ryan. Liking her work rate today. Again, looking for it, Hallaby. Drops it, dispossessed. Lucky not to be pinged for incorrect disposal. Good effort from number 16 from Northern Territory and Steph Williams. She's been great as well for the youngster, 15-year-old.
They got the free kick here, so there's an opportunity. The Territory and their just needs to push deeper, start from deep inside 50.
So this is Mattia Breed.
She's been pretty consistent across the two games.
Probably just out of her range, looking for a leading up target, but not really an option to give to.
And if I'm a small forward, I'm getting to the fall of that ball right now.
I should have hoped they watched Stevie Johnson last night.
Front and centre of the ball.
So out the back, that's Zoe Knight cleaning up. Goal scorer from last game, now doing the work in the back line.
It's all about development.
Absolutely.
Great kick, just no one there for the NT girls. They just need to push back a little bit faster and give themselves opportunity to score. Tassie girls are on here.
Needed to take that. That was Rodman. Didn't quite take it well enough.
Marines just run 100 metres to get to that ball.
Good hit from Tate Turvey. She's been lively. Webb tapping it forward. Fortuitous bounce.
Stays in the contest.
Needs to cross kick it beautifully. Unfortunately, well read by the NT, but just didn't quite get her hands on it. Little trip, accidental, and Bannister slots it.
Really good awareness there by Bannister. She went to go the ball, but gave a bit of body contact and was able to win the ball and reward for effort and got the goal.
And there's a great example about the importance of keeping your feet. It was unfortunate that Cantilla she genuinely tripped over in the contest, but it was a really good example. She's stuck in a one-on-one initially, then the one-on-two comes, but she loses her feet and it becomes a 2-on-0 effectively, and they get that easy shot on goal. But again, that easy transition from defence to offence for the Tasmanians, the NT girls just a little bit inexperienced in that defensive transition, so I've got to work a bit harder there.
So Tasmania 5 goals 4-34, leading Northern Territory 1 goal 2-8. Ball out to Rodman again, can't take it cleanly.
Great second and third effort there by Ponta. That's what we like to see from her. Taking the game on is exciting for Ponta, so hopefully she can be lively in the next quarter to come.
Ponta has been criticised in the past for being a little lazy, so it's good to see that she's really working hard today. She's had a day off, so she should be.
Yes, well rested, and she played quite well on Friday night, so hopefully she can back it up and showcase what she's got to offer.
Hallaby, snap around the corner by Bannister.
Awkward bounce.
DeVern's going to clean that up.
And so she's had that bounce within 4 steps, and she didn't need to take it. Now take one, absolutely.
That was beautiful. Downfield, right in front. Stevenson, she's been great today in some good positions. Hallaby again. Good position in front. Great work, DeVern from the Northern Territory.
Don't turn your back on the play, though. You've got to keep awareness of what's upfield so you can move the ball nice and quickly here.
I think you find that a lot. A lot of these youth girls tend to turn their back on the ball. SA did a lot last night. You've got to always keep your eye because there could be an option that you hit up and you've got opportunity to give fast play.
And fast play is really important, and even AFLW. If you get stuck in all the congestion, and we saw some of that, the Brisbane Lions play a heavily congested game, and, when you play teams that do that, the only way to actually score is to get ahead of the traffic, isn't it? So you've got to move the ball quickly.
When you're on, and I think that just, like you said, a lot of these girls are probably inexperienced with, how to move the ball a lot quicker, but it definitely is a lot effective.
Webb, clever, spots her free player in Rodman. Little handoff to a teammate in Farrow.
That was great work by Boyd. She's come off the bench to hit that tackle.
But Webb again, doing some great work out there and finds her teammate in Bannister.
Well, you've called that a lot today, haven't you, Jules?
Actually, that's Georgia Hill, actually. Sorry, they look exactly the same.
They do.
But Hill's been doing a really good job as well today. So, yeah, those three have probably been really good for the Tasmanians. And it's a good little switch around as well. The Bannister normally through the midfield, and she's been pushed forward. Now they've switched out Webb onto the wing. So it's been excellent work from the Tasmanians. And Bannister gives the crowd a salute. She's very happy with herself with that goal.
Now, why wouldn't you? You're playing at a national level. You kick a goal. You've taken a really strong mark I think it's important to recognise the hard work, the rewards you get for the hard work you've been doing, and good on her. It's fantastic to see her out here playing at a national level.
You talk about that transition again, and the Tassie girls can just execute that ball movement, down the wing here, and they get the reward and they get those goals. So the NT looking to see a bit more run and carry from them and hitting up some targets in the last quarter.
So at the end of the third quarter, we've got Tasmania leading 6 goals for 40 to the Northern Territories 1 goal to 8. And we'll be back in the next 5 minutes for the final quarter of this NAB AFLW Under-18s game. And we're back for the fourth quarter of the NAB AFLW Under-18s game between the Northern Territory and Tasmania here at City Mazda Stadium. It's great to see such a big crowd out on a beautiful day, and all the mothers out here celebrating their daughters, and also the fathers, of course, playing in this game today. So happy Mother's Day to all those mothers there.
Well, it's a really big, important part of our game too. You know, it's not just about the players playing, but it's the mums and dads that support their daughters, you know, take their daughters to and from training, you know, spend hundreds of dollars driving them around all over the place to get them to develop their skills, and, you know, the hope that, you know, and the hope that their kids achieve their own goals that they set for themselves and play on that big stage. So big thanks to all the parents, but particularly mums today on Mother's Day for supporting your girls in the game.
I think my mum's taken me to the airport about 40 times in the past 6 months.
So the last quarter with Tasmania leading by 32 points at this stage. So great start for the Northern Territorians with Ra Park driving it forward. Well picked up. Sutcliffe. Back to Boyd. She's been great. Gave it a little late but got it away. Good call though, Ebony. Found a teammate from the Northern Territory. She's looking for it and she's kicked it. She's extremely happy with herself. And Maddie Galt, she's been solid today.
Yeah, she has. And look, that all started from Marine in the ruck there. She's been super consistent today. I'd like to see her palm the ball rather than punch it. But, you know, so she's a bit more purposeful with it. But great work there for a teammate to be able to run onto it. Ra Park gets it, and then they go inside 50. And you've got little Maddie Galt there, you know, sneaking around inside 30, as we spoke about earlier. Those all-important inside 30s. And she straightens up and kicks that wonderful goal. Great way to start.
Boyd's been exciting, you know, just providing for her teammates, and her second and third efforts have been outstanding all day.
And she gives away a bit of height too, Boyd, and body strength, but she comes up with it all the time.
Drives it forward again. Ponta, well read, coming through the pack.
Just the importance of keeping your feet there by Ponta.
Ball in dispute. The umpire's going to ball it up again.
I liked her intensity at the ruck tap then when she came through to receive.
Much better touch on it then by Maureen. Just must have been listening to you, Shiloh.
She tapped it to herself then.
That's all right. Held off the ball. Doesn't get paid. Tate Turvey trying to hold the players back. Tasmania drive it forward. Nearly takes a good mark. Was Bella Clark. She gets the ball again. Pushes it forward. Finds a teammate. Good work in front. That's Courtney Webb. She's been reasonably solid today too. Good kick down ground, spots a teammate little over the top, but she manages to control it, tapping it forward. That's DeVerne. And again, Bella Clark. Another hand on the ball. Cantilla, good to see her back after that clash before. Tasmania driving it forward, good position, great tackle.
Great pick up there.
Georgia Hill looking for a teammate in Hallaby. Falls into the hands of Kalani Mooring, and she just misses to the right.
Probably just needed to stay a little bit more composed there. She probably had the time and a few more steps, but just plays away a little bit with the point.
She's a Kiwi, so she's still learning the game. But she was in the right place. She used her voice, and her teammate knew exactly where she was. So good process. It'll come for her.
Janet Baird out to Ponta. Nice and easy. Good play. Kicks around the corner, finds some space out the back. Good little handball over the top. Marine pops it to her teammate in Mungatopi. Down the line, here's Maddie Galt again. Got to clear it out from there. The umpire's going to ball it up.
Maureen's decision-making and her quick disposal of the ball, you know, we just saw that little link up by hand. She just drew the defender and got her teammate out there. She's just really smart with what she does with the ball by hand.
Sutcliffe, little handball over the top, a little bit too much air. Mungatopi was looking to run onto that. Clearing it. Out to the top of the 50. Good work, Boyd, surprisingly. Knows where the ball is, steps inside. Pops it on the left boot. Looks for a teammate over the back, but a great work from Sarah Skinner.
Almost hands in the back there from Skinner, so she was lucky to get away with that.
Beautifully read by Rapark.
All the way from Elko Island.
And had a plethora of people she could have gone to then and fell between them all.
Well, this is good from NT. They've got to lock the ball in now. They need to set that wall up and make sure it doesn't come out easily.
They've come out firing in this last quarter, so hopefully they can get a couple of goals on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. Oh, dangerous spot. Holly Ryan missing that. Spots 3 players. Stevenson on their own tries to calm things down.
Now, Williams has come off the bench here. She's got to make sure she uses her position to advantage here.
Ponta, straight to Ponta. She plays on quickly. It's a good-looking kick out the back.
And that's
Hands
what
on
we
it.
like to see from Ponta there, just delivering to the top of the square, and now they're set up for goals. Like I said, she's been exciting when she takes the game on, and she needs to trust in herself and back herself to do those things.
So Wallapini gets the goal for the Northern Territory. So great start to the fourth quarter for Northern Territory.
Absolutely, and I really like the fact that Ponta saw the mismatch, because Wallapini is the tallest player for the NT team, and she saw that height disadvantage, and she kicked to the receiver's position and position. So that's really smart that she did that, and just maximise the height advantage we had there, and Wallapini was able to take that mark even though she was caught behind the contest. So terrific work from the Territorians. I like their defensive work in the forward line then.
Maureen punches it forward again. Williams getting their little toe off the ground by Stevenson. Teammate in Mannix Jeeves taps it ahead and gets cleaned up and gets the free.
Williams made the right decision then, but her execution was poor and gave away that free kick in the back. But she certainly she likes using her body, that's for sure.
So on the far wing, Mannix Jeeves just over the top. Bannister, a little push in the back there from Williams. So it gives away a cheap free to Camilla Taylor. Just trying to look inside, trying to find a free play. There's a lot of congestion. From the back, good spoil by Kentilla. Back into the middle. Well read by Ruska. We've got a player down from Tasmania. That's Ebony Barringer, but she's okay.
Great delivery there by Ponta.
She's got to look and go here. This is about not turning your back on the play and moving the ball quickly. There's an opportunity then. 2 players loose.
Looking for the lead, doesn't get it. Ball getting tapped ahead, trying to get it out of there. That's Sutcliffe. Ball still can't take the ball cleanly. Little chip off the ground, centering it. Ran over the top, Ponta. Little handball out. Pops it over the top, can't get it out. That was Mattia Breed. Dragged off the ball, Sutcliffe. Here's Stevenson. Diving on the ball was NT and Breed again. Can't clear it out. It's a little messy at the moment, a little scrappy. Tried to clear it with Sarah Skinner. Little tap out the back. It's Skinner again. Top of the 50 is Williams. See what she can do with it here. Goes quickly. Spots a teammate in front, but can't take it. That was Brock. And pushes it to the right for a behind. It's a little messy this quarter.
It is some tired bodies out there, but that's okay. It's good to see the Territorians really pushing scoreboard. I like them when the ball gets in Ponta's hands for that inside 50 kick, because she makes good decisions and she executes well.
Good grab, Sutcliffe.
It's good to see Boyd over on this defensive wing too, because she needs to be in here to keep the ball trapped inside 50.
Play on. Taken to the ground. Good work from Tasmania, picking it up, getting better control. Good speed. Excellent work from Williams.
Williams has been lively this game.
Absolutely.
It's a bit of a discovery there, Williams. We know she was a late call-up to the team. They had a couple of unavailabilities and a couple of injuries of Territorians, unfortunately. But Williams, as a 15-year-old, gets the call-up. And, plays one game this weekend, but I think she's probably done enough today to, hopefully earn herself a spot in the Allies squad.
She's got a good size to her as well for a 15-year-old.
Absolutely, and she's prepared to take the game on, and she finishes pretty well. Good composure for a young kid as well.
Exciting that she was given the opportunity and is performing and taking that opportunity with both hands.
Good work from Tasmania, nice and quick. Hands position, Georgia Hill in front, couldn't maintain it. Healy drives it forward, can't take the mark. That's unfortunate for Taylor. Mannix-Jeeves off the ground. Bannister comes in to try and put some pressure on again. Bannister keeps her feet. Can't get the ball though. Good smother by Moray. Little snap around the corner. Can't quite get it by Waller-Pinney. So she'll be disappointed she's missed that.
She had a little bit more time than I reckon she needed to take. One more step to get her body around, her hips around a little bit more so she could convert. But they're looking dangerous, the Territorians, and they're really up, aren't they, Ebbs? They've got a bit of excitement
out firing.
about them.
Obviously, only one more game of opportunity to prove, and they had the 1 quarter to go out on a high, so hopefully they can get a few more goals on the scoreboard.
Good. Oh, Stevenson can't hold it. Good clean-up work there, though, by her teammate. Driving it through. Tate Turvey, little tap. Picking it up beautifully. Oh, Boyd, she's a superstar. And Ponta, good work.
Well, Ponta's really lifted, hasn't she, in this quarter? I mean, she's been so important in this work inside 50. And how was the little between-the-legs pick up there by Calista Boyd? What trick she's got.
I was waiting for the basketball bounce. It was like Harlem Globetrotters. It was brilliant.
Really big confidence boost if Ponta can slip this one through. Just behind.
I think she's gotten that.
She has. She's acknowledged it.
She's been really lively this last quarter. Obviously, wants to give her the best chance of going forward into this championship. So, really good confidence boost there for Ponta.
And great leadership from her. She's really stood up. There's one more quarter to go. Look, this is the feedback I've been given. I'm going to get out there and show them what I'm about. I've got one more quarter to show them that I deserve that spot in that Allies team. What I love them was the Territorians getting around each other. They got around everyone in that forward line and really celebrated what they've achieved together. And that's what footy's about.
And really closing that gap now. Tasmania 6 goals, 541 to Northern Territories 4-4-28.
Well, they're right in this game now. If they can keep working like this, they might even sneak the win here.
It drives it down ground. Stevenson again. Good work from her to clear it out. Good position again. They've really learnt from last night, the Northern Territorians. Stevenson trying to shepherd off the player of her Hallaby. Webb can't control it. Picks it up, holds her feet though. Good little handball out to her teammate in Moray. Unfortunately, it's a turnover. Northern Territory got the ball again. It's Janet Baird.
Read
Webb
really
in front.
Well there by Webb.
Doesn't hold her feet though, so White gets the ball. Good pressure. It's like, and the volleyball slap gets the ball out. Holly Ryan again. She's been pretty good today too. And the umpire's going to ball it up on that far wing.
Good defensive pressure there from the Tasmanians. They were out then, the earlier player lost her feet and the Territorians are out. So great defensive work.
Bannister needs to lift here for the Tassie girls. A little bit quieter. Their momentum hasn't been as strong previous to the 3 quarters, so just need to...
Great courage running back with a fly to the ball.
Very unlucky not to get that quarter paid as a mark. It pushes it forward. First time Tasmania have been down in their forward 50. Little tap, little throw, it looks like, and he's picked it up.
Now they've got a spread here, the Territorians, for the exit. They've got one on here, quick. She's got to find it, and it's little Calista Boyd. I know the umpire said it's someone else. That should be taking the kick.
No, a little bit over the top, so DeVerne.
Great when they take the game on. They're really exciting, the Territorians here.
I'd like them to bounce every 15 steps, though.
It's not as fun, though, Charlotte.
No, it's not, actually.
Ponta takes the game on.
Beautiful work
vision
from Ponta. That was fantastic stuff. Straight to Yangu Pingu. And they get a little breather as the ball rolls over and the forward 50 flank.
Now, the Territorians need to set up really well defensively across the wing here to make sure the ball can't exit easily. They've got one player over here on the wing on her own that hasn't been picked up yet. I think it's Palapuamini. So she's got to hold her position here to make sure the ball doesn't come out.
Good position in front. Little tap down. Ruska gets it, centres it. Waller-Pinney.
Congested.
Can't quite get it. Stepping clears the way. Drives through, but just misses to the left. Does it go through? No, it's still in play. That was Rapark. They've all pushed down into that little pocket down there where the umpire's going to ball it up.
Now, it's all NT at the moment. So what's Tasmania got in their little bag of tricks so they can wrestle the momentum back here and make sure they take this result?
And as you can see, there's no real setup and trying to lock the ball in there at all. There's no structure at all from Northern Territory. It's a little handoff. That's King trying to wrestle it out.
Ponta there in it again and snaps for goal.
And just misses to the right. So good effort from Ponta, but not able to get the full 6 points. They increase their lead by 6 goals, 5-41 to 4-4-28. So ball's been brought back in. Good position, great work, King.
Marine needed to spoil that ball then, and she just pulled out of the contest.
I reckon she's probably exhausted. She's been out there for every second of this game. That's the little Hallaby doing a great job. A little throw in there. There's an opportunity here for the Northern Territory. This is going to Rapark, I think.
From Elko Island.
Here she is again. And she's doing a great job. Not the best kick in the world. And so Bannister cleans up, spots a teammate in Courtney Webb on the far side running it out.
Great connection there from Webb and Bannister. Just a little bit quieter there in the last quarter.
Absolutely, but a really good finish to the game. Northern Territory really stood up, but I thought the scoreline is probably much more reflective of the levelness of this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and really terrific to see that every time either team was challenged, the other responded in some way, and that's what you want to see. You want to be able to, I mean, if I'm an AFL club, I'm a recruiter, I'm looking at players who individually, can they actually respond to the one-on-one, and win the one-on-one contest? Can they actually influence the momentum of the game? And there were plenty of players there today that we saw able to influence the momentum of the game and actually impact the result. So terrific contest between both teams, and I guess lots for the Yellows selectors and also the AFL clubs to look at.
Absolutely, and 3-3 to the Northern Territory to 1 point to Tasmania. So that's a really good win for the Northern Territory, and they can go on home on a bit of a high, considering they're probably not training together as much as the Tasmanians. So they've done a great job. Any sort of highlights for you today?
I guess, really good from both sides. Like you said, the NT girls probably don't train as much as the Tassie girls, so you can see, slower starts to the game or the momentum of how each other, they know how each other play and whatnot. But a really good finish, like you said. They'll go away and look at some footage and, an exciting last quarter, and it just showcases that NT do have a lot of talent, and it's just building around, money and that, building good opportunities for the girls to get together a lot more, and it will only improve their football. And credit to the Tassie girls, great championships for them across this weekend, and I'm sure a lot of girls will be pushing for spots in the ALE's team. And Bannister a little bit quieter in the second half, but a really exciting, good little player, and I'm sure she'll be one to watch in AFLW. And also Webb, really good body contact and in and under ball as well.
Yeah, terrific. Some really good players push the selection, and even people like I loved little Boyd, we saw some tricks, but just her work rate was just exceptional. And, it's not about how many times you get the ball off, and it's about what you do when you don't have it. And what I like about players like Boyd is that they're really balanced, and you've got to be able to play a second role. So, and often there are opportunities in defensive roles. I think, a lot of the time you play midfield at club level, won't you? But Ebbs, as you know, you get up, you take one more level up and you find yourself in the forward pocket or the back pocket, and you've got to have a different string to your bow. So it's really good to see that sort of work rate there from her. Arthurina Marine, wow, what a talent, that rucking talent. Let's put some structure and some framework around what she does with that ball in hand. But, gee, she's exciting. And, even Wallapini, who just presented as a strong key target for them. I think earlier on, Ebbs, you said that they struggled for that. But in the second half, that's what they did have, didn't they? Is they had options up forward who actually presented and had a presence. So that made a really big difference.
Like you said with Maureen, and the more work she's given around muck work, she'll be giving her midfielders first use of the ball. And that's the most exciting thing when you've got a really good ruck and they know how their midfielders and even around the ground, if you're rucking in your defensive 50 or in the forward line, if you've got a good ruck, hitting it to the midfield, it's a lot easier to have some good momentum, and you come away with some good results when you get good clearances and can feed to inside 50 really well.
And that's a midfielder speaking from experience. So that's all we have for you this weekend from the NAB AFLW Under-18s Carnival at City Mazda Stadium. We have the Tasmanians have defeated Northern Territory 6-5-41 to 4-5-29. Goal scorers for Tasmania: Barwick, Webb, Haynes, Hill and Bannister with 2, with the Northern Territory Mungatopi, Galt, Wallapini and Ponta. That's all we have for today. Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to you joining us next weekend